Good morning. It is June 16th, 2021. It's going to be a good day. So, yesterday I called the Mayo Clinic again and I talked to somebody. I asked for a specific department this time, and they uh, sent me to that department. And I talked to a wonderful young lady who was so compassionate over the phone. And she said just to get my medical records over to her. So I did. Well, there's a story there too. I got in the car immediately after I hung up from her, and I got in the golf cart and I drove up to my local doctor. And so the Village's healthcare is a very systematic entity. There are lots of doctors and facilities all over the place, and they're all connected. And so I went up there and I filled out my medical release forms, and my hands were shaking. I was a little nervous. I'm still all new at this, so my hands were shaky, and I filled out the form, and I walked it up to the girl, and I said, "How soon will you get these records to the Mayo Clinic?" And she said, "Well, they take 3 or 4 days." I was like, very nicely, I said, "I've been diagnosed with an aggressive terminal sarcoma. Is there anything you can do to speed that up?" And she just looked me square in the eye and she said, "No." Okay. So I said, "Okay, thank you," with a tear running down my face. And I got home. Of course, I cried my way home. I got home and I got to thinking about it, and I contacted my doctor's office via their web portal, and I asked if there's anything they could do to expedite it. So we'll see if they can or will. I'm just not very good at waiting. And so I went on the LMS support group site and I said, "How do you guys deal with the waiting?" And they had some good answers, and they said stuff like, hobbies. Some of them talked about their hobbies specifically, like painting and quilting and just all sorts of things. Well, I have a lot of hobbies now, and I'm not going to get another hobby, but we're good with hobbies. So that's what I'll be doing, just trying to get through this and handle the waiting part. Although technology is great now, and you don't really have to wait for them to give you a call. You just log into their portal and you can see the results of a lot of tests and scans and whatnot in the moment, and that's good. Or at least right after they post them. Anyway, the other thing I asked was, how do I keep my emotions in check? Because I have not done that very well these past few days, and they gave a lot of good answers there too, but the most important one that I really think that I'm gonna have a goal of this is to think of it when you're talking to your doctors and you're talking about your expectations and they're telling you all this information. Just treat it like, put on your business attitude, put on your sort of matter-of-fact self, and get the answers, ask your questions, and then cry when you leave. Because they don't have time for your tears. This is what they do, and they mean business about it. So that's a good goal for me, is to figure out how to keep my emotions in check. But it helped that last night I slept for 9.5 hours, according to my Fitbit, which was very, very helpful. I think 9.5 hours of sleep for me this week was fantastic. That's more than I had in the past several days put together. So getting some good sleep will help, I'm sure. I'm probably not going to be posting certainly not every day, but I have an appointment on, my first appointment thus far is on Tuesday to go to Orlando, and I'm probably not going to post anything until after that, but unless I need some therapy. You guys are good therapy. I don't even know if you watch this, but it's good therapy for me to get on here and do this and have the opportunity to talk about it, I feel like I cry less if I talk about it and get better. I turn on my business person and I talk about it matter of factly. That is super helpful for me. So I probably won't be posting very often. Well, at least not till I have some news. And then this YouTube thing, while it is pretty dummy proof, I have some challenges with the dummy proof stuff anyway. I'm getting there. So hopefully I'll be able to kind of spruce up my YouTube page a little bit, and that'll help. Thank you so much for your words of encouragement and your words of love. It's been all super helpful. Thank you. Okay, I didn't mean to do this. Okay, got to put my business face on now. If you've subscribed to this, and if you comment in the YouTube stuff, on the YouTube channel, I don't know who you are if your name is not in your username. So if you could like just sign your name, or not sign it, but digitally, just put your name after your comments. That would be so helpful, because I want to be able to thank you for your comments, and thank you for your prayers. Thank you for going. Thank you for going on this journey with me. And if you put your name in the comment, that'll help, so I can thank you and pray for you too. All right. I guess that's about it. Yeah, that's it. Have a good day.